cat ones. I know we want to watch the cat ones again and again. But besides that, I mean, how many would we actually watch again and again? And it's a very small number. I mean, it might be a different number for everyone here, so maybe that's good as well. But just the fact that it's more common now, I mean, I still think a lot of the tracks in the Droplift project sort of hold up. It's interesting what's on there still. It certainly has its historical context. This was 2000 when we put the disc out. Interesting at that time also because I don't know of too many projects then that were organized quite the same way. Nobody had met each other. We all worked through the mailing list. The tracks were all contributed by, some were mailed, a lot of them were FTP'd. The disc was sort of designed and organized by a group of people. And then when it was together, we all pitched in money to produce the CD as a physical object.
How many did you make?
1,000. Okay. So it's a fairly small number because we're broke. But those 1,000 were distributed across the United States and other territories and abroad as well. There were several in Europe, I know, several Droplifters. So entirely coordinated through the mailing list. So yes, keep going. Okay. All right, let's look at that website, shall we? Oops. There we go. We're seeing the website, which, by the way, is still active. And if you are interested, all those tracks, of course, are still available and still in the public domain for continual consumption. You know, we were at that time also encouraging people to download the tracks, to burn a copy of the CD themselves, to droplift it themselves, and instructions for how to do that on the site as well. So we were trying to, since we knew we could only manufacture a small number, then we were trying to get other people interested in the project enough that they might also burn a copy, send a copy. To this day, I still get people requesting the disc and requesting a burn of the disc, or requesting me to tell them about the project, which is sort of odd because it is now 2008, so the project is a bit on the old and creaky side, I think, right now.
You should probably mention the meme aspect of it and the fact that we did get mentioned in the mainstream media quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
We got mentioned in the mainstream media quite a bit, apparently.
Well, we made it in NPR. Someone was on NPR. We were also mentioned in Rolling Stone magazine and several other news interviews. If you go to the website, there's actually several press items up there, audio and text and also video. And people also videotaped, Tim, you videotaped yourself.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Droplifting. Yeah. So people actually videotaped themselves as they were dropping the discs into the bins in these chain stores.
As a sort of a how-to, you know, show you how it is that you walk in with it concealed and show you how you file it properly. And I think mine was after Dropkick Murphys, I think was the name of a band. So that was alphabetically, I had to file it that way. Yeah, we did get some coverage from mainstream media here and there. I know I gave a number of interviews, and I know I sound like a babbling idiot right now, but I sounded better on the radio because they can edit. And they did as much as they could to make me sound like I knew what I was talking about. So some of those things are on the site as well. So yeah, and obviously with an interest in that project, the Snuggles Collective decided to organize themselves for a second project, which of course was the Free Speech for Sale project. Did you want me to talk about this, or did you want to pass it on to another person? And your timing too, that's good. So Free Speech for Sale was sort of a follow-up on the Droplift project, I think a couple years later. Very similar in the way that that was put together. Once again, tracks from those who were interested, the same way that the money was sort of collected by people who by now, a couple of them had met, I guess, but it's still a kind of a remote project in that regard. Free speech,
So why don't we let
yeah, I was going to say, why don't we pass the torch here on this?
So, Kumquat, would you like to contribute a little bit about your involvement with free speech and Droplift? Well, and Droplift and free speech and Snuggles in general.
Okay, finer minds than mine are going to take over at this point, so thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Fred Church, and I am from an electronic act called Kumquat, one of the acts that was on the Droplift project. And I have this thing with me today, which is a digital audio recorder. It's got high quality